Tyron Smith had a really nice day against the Philadelphia Eagles. A truly elite game if you guys ask me. And today we're going to talk about it. We got to give the future Hall of Famer some credit because the guy crushed it. Let's get right into the tape. You really see the dominance of Tyron Smith on reps like this. I mean, to me, this is impressive as hell. This guy gets out of his stance, sets in a 45-degree set, gets right into Hassan Riddick and basically shuts his ass down. I mean, you really see the pop with a Tyron Smith caliber of player. I mean, the dominance within his punch, within his grip, the strength that this guy has. It's all freaking impressive as hell. And I know Smith's getting up there in age. I know he's in one of his final seasons in the NFL. I know he really hasn't been healthy this season. He's missed games. He hasn't practiced a whole lot. But at this point, the guy doesn't need to practice. Honestly, as long as this guy's healthy, you're going to get plays like this. It's a really nice job right there. Let's get into the next snap. Part of what makes Tyron Smith such a great football player is his processing and technique. What this guy does is very advanced, and we're not going to see this type of caliber of player in the NFL that often. This guy's one of the special, truly elite type of football players. And you see plays like this. Now, this one doesn't do a whole lot, but it's such a simple thing to do to really put into your game, and Tyron Smith's been doing this. Right, you see the right hand right there, snatch, number 94. And again, it's not a whole lot, but it does remove 94's leverage. You can tell as soon as Tyron Smith uses the right hand and snatches 94, he basically gets off balance. It's a good job right there by Tyron Smith. Again, a small part of the individual rep, the one-on-one rep between Tyron Smith and Josh Sweat. And it helps remove the leverage. And it helps Tyron Smith basically win this rep. That's a nice job. Let's get into the next snap. You got another really nice rep here by Tyron Smith. Josh Sweat, the defensive end, is going to actually swat Tyron Smith's hand down, and although he actually does do a nice job with the swat, it's not going to work. So really nice job here by Tyron Smith. Really powerful hands. You can see Josh Sweat here get the right hand up. He's going to swat the hand, and you can see Tyron Smith's hand ultimately does get swapped on this play. You can see it in slow motion that the hand gets swatted away, but this kind of shows you the recovery skill that Tyron Smith has within his arsenal. You can see the feet are going to recover perfectly. At no point during the swat does the feet get off balance. At no point is Tyron Smith leaning. So the left hand getting swatted away is just one small portion of the rep. And Tyron Smith quickly recovers. That's such a beautiful rep. This guy makes it look so freaking effortlessly, and I absolutely love it. That being stated, let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Check this play out. The Eagles are going to put rookie defensive end Nolan Smith in the game, and he's going to get matched up against Tyron Smith. And Smith is going to once again snatch this guy's hand and basically remove the leverage, and Smith has zero shot to beat Tyron Smith. I mean, to me, this is such a beautiful job once again. And this is a part of what Tyron Smith loves to do. He loves to remove the leverage. He loves to use the hand-to-hand technique that he's developed over the course of his career. And this is part of why this guy's such a great football player. This is part of why he's a Hall of Fame player. He makes it look effortlessly. He literally just punches the hand of Smith, and Smith basically ends up off balance. So elite level of play right there. This play right here does get a defensive pass interference. It's a good job. Let's get into the next snap. You got a really nice down block here by CeeDee Lamb, which is going to allow Tyron Smith to get over the top and lead for the running back on this one. The running back's going to pick up about 4.5 yards. Pretty nice job by Tyron Smith to be able to do that. Let's get into the next snap. As I mentioned multiple times already up to this point in the video, Tyron Smith loves to use the hand-to-hand technique as an offensive tackle, and this one right here is kind of what he's going to continue to do, right? This time he's going to snatch and trap number 94, and this time 94 is going to actually fall into the ground. So we've seen him do this a couple of times against the same defensive end. He hasn't necessarily gotten him to fall into the ground, but on this one, he's going to use the right hand. He's going to pull 94 downwards as he kind of snatches him. And just like that, he has the winning grab. He did it against Nolan Smith earlier as well. This shit right here is impressive as hell. I really like what Tyron Smith does in terms of his technique. Flawless technique. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. You got a 7-yard run on this one, and the left tackle is going to do a really nice job reaching to the inside of this D tackle. This play does not pick up the yards it picks up. If Tyron Smith is not able to reach to the inside of number 93, who's playing the long 3 technique, I mean, the way that Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith play, it's impressive. And what's crazy is Tyron Smith has been such a great football player, and Tyler Smith has very similar upside. Very similar in the way that Tyron Smith has kind of had his career turn out. Tyler Smith has that type of upside. He has that type of power. And these guys working together is very, very impressive because Tyler Smith gets Tyron Smith, right? He knows how much to double, how much to help and chip and those type of things. And the left side of the offensive line for the Cowboys is truly, truly elite, right? Obviously, Tyron Smith hasn't been healthy, but when he is healthy, this is kind of what you would expect out of him. Be able to steal off guys in the run game, be able to snatch and trap in the pass game. The guy's tape against the Eagles was the best tape I've seen this year from any offensive tackle across the board. You got another one once again. This time he's going to reach on Jordan Davis, the second-year defensive tackle of the Eagles. He shuts him down again, and this time he picked up 15 yards. I mean, to me, beautiful rep right here. Does not get better than that. I mean, this guy sets himself up perfectly to the inside. Tyler Smith does just enough to help Tyron Smith. He doesn't stick to number 90 on this one, right? He gets the left hand in there. And then Tyron Smith's going to reposition to the inside of Tyler Smith, and Tyler's going to get up to the inside linebacker. I mean, the play does not work without that block right there. The two guys sealing off the backside, and they seal it off perfectly. And of course, Tony Pollard does make the linebacker there kind of missing the gap. It's a great job by Tony Pollard himself. 52 is right there, is able to get the running back 15 yards. Let's get into the next snap. Check this one out. Josh Sweat on this one is going to try to cross chop Tyron Smith, and it's not going to work. He's going to use the inside hand to attack the outside hand of the offensive tackle. This is one of Sweat's go-to moves. The guy's definitely perfected this. The point of the move is to try to aim towards the inside and then quickly jump to the outside. Use your left hand to attack the outside hand and get the corner of the offensive tackle, and in this instance, it does not work. Not only does Tyron Smith have the strength in the left hand not to really get pushed off balance, but he delivers a really nice right punch. He does a great job recovering on this, and his feet and technique in pass pro is perfect. I mean, this guy is such a superstar player, and you get plays like this. It's a really, really nice job. And of course, Dak Prescott's going to hit Tolbert for 10 yards on this one. Let's get into the next snap. Josh Sweat is going to try to bull rush Tyron Smith on this one, and Tyron Smith is not having it. He's going to once again remove the leverage and straight up snatch this guy into the ground. If you guys watch Tyron Smith's tape, this is normal, right? The amount of times this guy snatches someone down, this is normal as he does this all the time. It's elite, right? Look at this. Sweat thinks he has the inside leverage, and Tyron Smith knows that he's going to just remove it. And this time, Sweat once again falls into the ground. It's a really, really nice rep. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. Tyron Smith is going to catch Josh Sweat with a ghost move, and he's going to win the rep. You know, at this point, there is no rep that I've seen from Tyron Smith that you can say, hey, he lost against Sweat or against any of these other defensive linemen of the Eagles. And I would argue that this was easily the best game Tyron Smith had this season. He's lost a couple reps earlier on this season, but it seems like as he's gotten more comfortable, as he's gotten healthy, the guy hasn't lost any of these snaps. To me, the fact that this guy baits Josh Sweat, who's a pretty good defensive end with the left hand right there, into throwing a move, and then he basically just locks in and shuts it down, is freaking impressive. Tyron Smith's the real deal. Everybody knows that. But how much longer can this guy continue to stay healthy? And I think that's going to be the question for the entirety of the season. We're not sure if he's going to play this upcoming game. Right? We've heard about potentially resting him against the Giants, a team that's not very good at this point. But we'll see as Tyron Smith continues. We'll see how his health kind of stays throughout the course of the season. I think having him healthy for the playoffs is going to be the biggest thing to really look forward to. Either way, I think the Dallas Cowboys are in a good spot with their offensive line. And we're going to go ahead and wrap the video up with the final snap right here. Tyron Smith, once again, is going to catch Sweat with the snatch and trap. This time, Sweat does not fall. And I do want to make this clear. It's not he doesn't fall because the leverage doesn't get removed properly or anything like that. I think with some of these reps, Tyron Smith kind of understands how far away he is from the quarterback. He understands if the quarterback's taking 3 steps or if he's taking 5 or possibly 7. And with that, Tyron Smith also factors in that, hey, I don't want this guy falling downwards. I want to catch him because I don't want a guy around my quarterback's legs, right? Because this is still a winning rep. As soon as you get the right hand into this guy or the left hand, whatever hand you use to snatch a guy downwards, as he does here with the right hand, as soon as you do that, you're moving the leverage that Sweat has. Sweat is trying to get that contact. Sweat is trying to use his left hand to ultimately bull rush Tyron Smith back into the quarterback. And when Tyron Smith removes the leverage, he wins the rep. Because at this point, Tyron Smith is in a winning position and Josh Sweat is not. Tyron Smith obviously had his best game against the Eagles. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little film breakdown. If you did, consider subscribing. We're going to have a lot more content on this channel as we go forward. Subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another video.